Hey guys, what is up? 30FC here, and this is part 2 of the 10-year save. Now we're going to look at the teams in depth competitions, anything like that. So if let's quickly go to, let's start with Manchester United, okay? A team that, in fairness, have really picked up. And who did I say was going to be there? This guy, absolutely fantastic. Has he continued? He's obviously dropped off because, let's be honest, how old is he? 33. Okay, so 32, 31. Yeah, so to be fair, even leading up to his 30, he was doing well. He was doing really well, and he's still not a bad player. He is contributing. 22 appearances, 8 contribute. You know, that's not bad. You know, still nearly 1 in every 2, so no, fantastic. And he is the captain. Well deserved, in my opinion. So let me just have a look. We can't go see how they're playing. This is how they're playing. Quick look, their goalkeeper, he looks fantastic, doesn't he? Did he cost them very much? No, I'd say that is fair enough for a goalkeeper of his standards. I would say that is more than fair. Got the right back here. I don't really want to click through all of these, but they're fantastic players. Seriously, a lot of these are obviously regens now, but let's kind of have a look for the ones that aren't regens. This lad's not, obviously picked him up before. Yeah, he has done fantastic and probably worth that sum now when you look at what he's contributed to the team. This lad as well, another fantastic one. Probably ain't contributed as much as you'd hope. Obviously his best season there. I think this is where he kind of peaked, and since then he's just kind of slowed down, but obviously not a bad player. This lad seems signed a few times. I would not say he's worth that, but you know, he scores, he assists, he's a good player. Moving on to Sancho. Well, he definitely looks like a good dribbling player, and he's more well-rounded now, rather than going for goals, which he was never really a goal scorer. He's gone for assists, and some of these ratings are absolutely fantastic, so give him dues for that. I won't bother looking through the rest of it. Let's just have a look at Mason Greenwood quickly. I mean, last season he kind of picked up, but he's not really a starter as such. Maybe he's been hit by injuries. So if we then go to Liverpool, their players that they have, tactics again. Elliot, yeah, also he's been with the club all that time since Fulham. He's not played a lot really for someone of his value, but then I suppose he had to kind of work his way into the team. Considering what he cost them, he's not been bad, has he? He's not been bad. Definitely not as dominant as others. Navas getting on now, but 60 million, solid enough signing, nothing spectacular. Let's go with Trent Alexander-Arnold, assist king as always, although he's only had 2 real seasons of that. Been solid overall though, so good enough. Delit, once again, bit of up and down. I wouldn't say he's been spectacular for 94 million. Okay, they interest. I wonder if they use him to cut in at all. Well, looks at probably not. He's not been fantastic for him either. Alisson's still at the club, 35 years old. His stats are still fantastic, in fairness. Yeah, he's been the first team keeper. Doesn't look like anyone's really going to try and take that away from him. I want to have a quick look at Dybala. But even up to now, he's still been absolutely fantastic, in all honesty. Definitely worth the 87 million. And let's quickly move on from here. Go on, try and get through everything. Chelsea, Frank Lampard, obviously. So he's got to build the team he wanted. And Brazilian lad here, done quite well. 61 million, not too bad. Better than some we've seen. Martinez, he got put on the wing in the end by the looks of it. He's been pretty good, to be fair. 93 million, but he's been really consistent, always hitting double figures, chipping in with his fair few assists as well. Foden, how did he get Foden? I keep trying. I have no luck. Well, that's probably why, let's be honest. 20 assists, absolutely fantastic. No, definitely a special one there. Kepa's still there. He's listed now though. How much for? Fair bit, but no, solid enough. Doing quite well. And we move on from there. Tottenham now. Oh, this is going to be an interesting one. Also, this lad, a lot of you will know him. Fantastic player. Wants to get him up and going. Definitely peaked quite well. I wouldn't say he's been fantastic, but maybe, you know, he's starting to get in the team and he can start to do really well. Maddison. Once again, nothing spectacular. They've got a lot of good players, but they're just not. Their record signing is still here actually. 53 million. Also, what they paid for him at the beginning. Nothing spectacular, but he's not one of those players that are going to get you goals, assists, and whatnot. Gomez. That's an interesting one. Solid enough. He's only just really become the first teamer, which is an interesting one. Tierney. They've not got many regens in this first team, I've started to notice, and that is probably why they're lacking when you look at it. Okay, so we've gone through there. Manchester City. Let's have a quick look at them. No, that's for regen. So many players called Gomez. Felix, right, also fantastic player. I think it's hard to justify the amount, but he's been consistently fairly decent. So Real Madrid player here, obviously. 173 million, definitely nowhere near justifies that. No, not at all. Chilwell. 62 million off of Arsenal. Arsenal, I'd say, probably got the better deal here, obviously with his age coming up. Edison's still in goal, so well done to them keeping that. Obviously, he started to be a bit more rotated with this lad, I'd imagine. Yeah, I'd say something around those lines. Okay, so having looked at that, we'll now go to Arsenal and we'll look through all the cups. This lad I've signed a few times. He is absolutely terrific. Although Arsenal have certainly not got the best down, but for 8 million, yeah, definitely 100% worth that. Nelson, obviously, he starts the game with them, fairly decent. Nothing spectacular, but he didn't really cost him anything either. And that's about it, really, from Arsenal. So what I now want to do is I want to have a look at some of the competition stuff. Go to England. Let's start off with. I thought the competitions were here. Okay, well let's go FA Cup. Holders are Chelsea. Right, okay, so can we look at some history here? Past winners. Chelsea have really dominated this one. Newcastle got a nice little win against Chelsea as well. Chelsea's always been in and around though. United's won it twice. Chelsea's won it 4 times in this simulation. City once, Liverpool once, Newcastle once, obviously. Okay. Let's look at the Carabao Cup quickly. Obviously not the biggest competition in the world, but you still want to know some bits about it. Past winners. Arsenal, United, Leeds, Chelsea. Chelsea have really been dominating the cup competitions, I'm starting to notice. Obviously well played to them for doing it, but okay, so let's have a quick look at the Community Shield. Past winners. Well, this is a bit of 3 City, 4 Liverpool, 3 United, and in fairness, you know, even Newcastle, well, also they're going to be runners up, but no, fair enough, that is decent overall. Let's look at the Euro Cup. I want to look at the second one if they've got it. Yes, okay. I want to see the past winners of the Euro Cup second. No English. Oh wait, no. Arsenal won it. Everton won it. Okay, no runners up though. So Euro Cup again. Okay, so normal Euro Cup. I will look at this. Past winners. No, Liverpool's won it. Arsenal came runners up. Yeah, so not much going on there. And of course, we now look at the champions. So we've got Chelsea, we've got United, we've got Juventus, Liverpool, Barcelona twice, Chelsea again, United and City. So City eventually got their hands on the title that's eluded them all this time. Chelsea's won it twice. They've been fantastic in cup competitions, just not domestically. And then obviously Liverpool, United got their hands on it too. Chelsea came runners up twice as well, and City and Liverpool came up once. Tottenham even got in around there, so, you know. Oh wait, no, that was our season. Oh no, I feel so horrible. Right, okay then, so now I just want to look at the stats. So if I go to this, I want to look at players, history, records. Is it records? What was it? Awards. Here we are. So, from where we left off, Alisson, Ederson, Alisson, Ederson. Well, it's kind of like that, let's be honest. They're always in and around each other. Nick Pope. Yeah, he got in there. So, Footballer of the Year, and Mbappe's just dominated this, apart from the one time. Martinez got there as well. But, yeah, Mbappe. I just want to have a quick look at his stats, come nosy. But yeah, just look at that. He has consistently got in around 20 goals every season, contributing assist wise, fantastic signing, and that's for 210 million. So, Manager of the Year. So Klopp, Ollie, Lampard, and then twice in a row the new United manager. Obviously won the title every season, didn't he? So, Player of the Year. Same again, really. Clicking one button now. Let's have a look at Team of the Year. Okay, so a bit of a dominance between Chelsea and City. This one is United and City. Liverpool, United, but that one's a bit more mixed one. Liverpool, United, City. Okay, so overall, not too. Is this like this is over all seasons, perhaps? No. Young Player Award, right? So the lad got there, also fantastic player. I want to look at this guy again. 'Cause I remember he was really good from the last one we looked at, and he's been consistent. I wouldn't say worth the money still, but he's still very, very young, 25, so he's still got to peak. This guy, I thought he was a regen. Shows what I know, but oh wow, he is absolutely fantastic, isn't he? He's won it twice then. A regen, I think the first regen to win it, and well, he's not a bad player, is he? Let's be honest, he's not a bad player. And of course, takes on to the most exciting one, top goal scorer. Harry Kane got back up there, didn't he? Yeah, 29 years old. Not too bad. But then Mbappe. And then this lad, I believe we looked at before, actually. I say he never looked amazing, but consistently up there. Goal threat. Absolutely fantastic. So before we leave then, I want to let's have a quick look at the biggest transfers. So I'll look at the top one every one because, well, they're just low regens really, aren't they? So they're not really too interesting. Phil Foden here. What do we know about this one? He was at Hertha Berlin, which is interesting. But I didn't think they could afford to spend 82 million, but they could apparently. He's never really become that top player, has he? But it's just a shame. But yeah, so it's more or less what we want to look at. This is starting to find interesting. 103 million. Definitely not worth it, but okay. Anyhow, I hope you guys have enjoyed this. We'll be back. This time in 10 years. Obviously, we won't really be looking too much in depth because it's going to be a lot more regions, but we want to see where everyone finishes, more or less. I think that'll be very interesting to look at. Just want to have a quick look at this guy. He looks quite good. Yeah, so hit a like if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.